It's sexy.
Welcome back to the EMS One Katowice final. We are coming to you live from the Fnatic Arena in lovely Poland. And we have got a match coming up which can only be described as a rematch. Because that's exactly what it is.
It's a full-on rematch.
It's a full-on rematch.
Like I was just looking at the stats, and obviously we're doing Reason versus Fnatic on Inferno. And Reason is starting as CT. Exact same thing happened the first time they met. Scoreline, if those don't know, again, same thing. Reason started as CT on Inferno. 11-4 was their first side, and then they 5-8'd to finish it out for a grand total of 16-12. So they're rematching everything.
Wow.
And obviously, they're both in the lower bracket. Loser's going home with $2,000. Winner fights another day tomorrow.
It's a pretty exciting setup for our last match for today.
Yeah. And obviously the other match that we're not doing, but obviously if you guys want to tune in or open multi-box up, is Complexity Mystic. And again, same kind of thing. Someone's going home, someone's playing tomorrow. So great stuff. I'm kind of torn. I might have to fire up my iPad and watch both of them tonight over here while we're watching this one. But good stuff. And again, Fnatic's, again, we talked about that storyline already. Like they have to win this in their minds. I mean, they can't not get out of this group.
But I feel like that there is a little bit of an advantage for Reason Gaming, knowing they've just done basically the exact same situation. They're going to be feeling, I would imagine, a little bit of confidence in, hey, we've done it. We know we can do it.
Yep.
It's just one round we've got to do.
It's the exact same map. So again, it's Fnatic's job to figure out what they need to do differently.
What they did wrong last time and learn from that, which could actually play to their hand.
And again, that's a close score.
Yeah.
So again, that's an eco round won or lost. That's maybe a mixed by won or lost. So again, or losing a 1v2, you just never know what caused that. So great stuff. Should be obviously a really good match.
I feel like we've been lucky because we've seen so many close games today. We've seen so many games that seemed like they were going to go one direction and they kind of turned around the other way. It's been a really great first day.
Yeah, and the same thing happened at DreamHack. It ended up being like an Inferno tournament for part of the tournament. Everyone was picking Inferno, and we've seen a lot of Inferno this
today.
afternoon. Yep, absolutely, which is good. It's a good map. Both teams are comfortable with it either way, so that's why it ends up being that last map. So interesting stuff.
Now, we talked a little bit about that Fnatic took a certain approach to playing against iBuyPower in the last map, which was also on Inferno. And they, of course, Fnatic weren't starting out as on CT side, so kind of similar. Do you think they're going to play a little bit of that same kind of role that you talked about?
Yeah. And
that kind of go in, use the smoke technique, get in the center, and then kind of chill back and kind of change up the way that map plays out for them.
Yeah, because again, against iBuyPower, they flipped the switch and they actually won that side, the 9-6, versus losing 4-11. So obviously, again, you don't know how iBuyPower plays it necessarily versus Reason, but if they maybe they adapted some things on their T side between matches, and when they hit iBuyPower, they fixed some of those things that Reason caught them on.
Yeah.
So again, if they play that T side and have just as much success as they did with Complexity.
Well, it's 3 on the trot for Fnatic on this map, so they should be getting the practice in.
They are warmed up on Inferno. There's no doubt about it, one way or another, right? And it'll be interesting. Again, keep an eye on that B site smoke in front of the fountain. Let's see if they do that again.
That's your prediction on where the action will be.
It seems like every time I watch them, they do it at least once and they get away with it. So we shall see.
Now, of course, if you're watching and you may have noticed that there's been the drops going on during the game, it's not too late to get involved yourself in this because we have, if you connect your Steam to your Twitch, your Steam account to your Twitch account, you will be getting the drops just per chance during the game. They're dropping off in the corner. You'll see your name come up and you're just getting basically a drop full of goodies and all sorts of stuff, which is a pretty neat deal and definitely worthwhile doing.
Absolutely. And again, if you don't want to do the link, if you can get yourself into GoTV at least, you can get drops in there just by being in-game. So you got 2 ways to get the drops.
I would say maybe try doing both of them.
I absolutely think you stay watching us. But yeah,
don't turn away from us. That's
although I heard, and again, I can't confirm or deny this, that you can't really double dip. Like, they've coded it because they know your Steam ID number, that they're not going to, you don't double your chances by being GoTV and in Twitch. You don't double your chances by multiple Twitch clients on the same name. You know, if you had different Steam IDs and different Twitch IDs and you link them all up separately, then now you are increasing your chances.
You're getting into some serious strategy here.
Game's dirt cheap, you know, just go buy the game on a different account.
It's dropping some knowledge on how you get the best chance here, which we love. Well, I say this is going to be a phenomenal matchup, and I'm pretty excited about it, so I'm excited to pass you over to our wonderful caster duo, potentially for the last time today, and that is, of course, Jason Kaplan and the lovely Lauren. Take it away, guys.
I'm just Jason Kaplan, and you're lovely again. I mean, I feel like this is unfair, and I appreciate everything Sean and Scott have been doing, but Sean's really let me down today.
I'm loving this, right? I think we're ready to get in game. Nice one, Jason. Anyway, let's focus up right now.
I mean, it's been a long night for us. It's been about 14, going on 15 hours.
It has been a long day, but I don't think any of us are upset with the way it's gone. I know you're feeling a bit tight. Yeah, unless you're a Titan fan or Titan. But yeah, obviously we are live in the game this time. Reason will be on the CT side, as we know it's Inferno. On the T side, it's going to be Fnatic. And right now, Reason, well, they're certainly doing quite well for themselves. Already picking up 3 kills back-to-back. Fnatic looking a bit shaky in their last game on this one. Let's see if they can step up this time. You know, we've got the likes of devilwalk and Pronax left. Maybe 100 HP between them. That's not a lot to really work with here.
And it's really concerning to me, and I'll get to actually in a little bit here, as we do Fnatic finally pushing in towards the site, carrying me, waiting off of spools, looking for that one man, looking to pick up the kill and pick ourselves up this first round. But you'd have LOMME coming from the side. He actually kills his teammate on accident. I can add that one at least to his score, unfortunately. And Pronax, last one saying, looking for the bomb plant. He will actually pull it off here. Now he's in a 1-on-4 situation. It's not too hopeful for him to pull this one out, as he does get taken down by karrigaN. But the bomb plant does get put down. And one thing I wanted to mention was the fact that it's a rematch on the same map between these two teams.
Yep.
And Fnatic chose the map this time. Because I believe Reason should have had the higher seed come into this, considering that they won the first time they met. So Fnatic choosing the map that they lost on against them early on. Maybe it's a little bit of a grudge match, showing that, hey, we can beat you on Inferno. Or maybe it's, all right, we finally warmed up. We played 2 games now on it.
I don't know. Looking at Fnatic in the last game, you know, maybe I'm being harsh here. Maybe I'm, overly reading into it. But they got taken all the way. Like they just scraped in and made it through to this point. And I don't know. Maybe a brave choice. Maybe, as you mentioned, they are warmed up. I can imagine this side should be, well, this round at least, should be quite simple for Reason, as they obviously do have that full stack of gear. They've got a couple of Fabruses, but still, that's substantially better than just the pistols alongside Fnatic. But guys at home, I kind of want to know their thoughts, people at home's thoughts as well about going on up on this map after losing on it previously. Fnatic didn't have a really good showing. Even in the last game, they won it, but barely. And that nade, this is gonna be a spray down. karrigaN gets 4, and well, he could get the 5th, but Exo will pick that one up. But guys at home, I was saying earlier, do you think this is a good choice from Fnatic? Obviously, you could get rid of the map. If you really want one map out, you can get it out, no matter what. Now, do you think this is the right choice? So make sure you tweet at us, at myself, at TheyCallMePansy, at JKaplan, and let us know if you really are thinking this is a good idea here. Maybe, once again, we've kind of talked a lot about the map choice. Obviously, Hellraiser's had something lined up for Titan previously. Maybe this is the same case. Maybe they're there to prove a point. But guys at home, obviously use that hashtag EMS1. We are seeing an early investment from Fnatic, so confident in that choice, confident in game style. This is interesting.
Yeah, we do have them going for a push onto this A set. They're letting Full Control B go over towards Reason, but they're also not contested at the same time. They're just leaving that one man back, and Reason aren't taking advantage so far. And Fnatic, they've been plagued by inconsistency so much lately. You even saw alone JW in the first time these two teams met. He just was not picking up any kills. He was not having the game of his life, and they need him to really step up now, or they're going to be in the same boat as Titan, which is honestly, I guess, a sinking ship right now, because they're not into the playoffs of one of the biggest tournaments of the year so far. Actually, no, the biggest tournament of the year so far.
Yeah.
And right now, Fnatic, there's inconsistencies they want to put to rest. They honestly won DreamHack Winter, and they want to show they're not just a one-time champion. And want to be able to pick up a win here, but honestly, a lot of good teams already qualified. And it looks like that push will come in on B here. They do have 3-man and the bomb there. It's karrigaN being a little aggressive, but the B push finally coming in. And XR going to be seen in the back of the site, really tucked in, really comfortable, looking for his teammates to finally rotate around here, but he hasn't been spotted out. And it looks like they're not even searching for him just yet. The bomb hasn't been planted yet, and they're actually kind of backing away, but they do get the spot onto him. flusha gets the kill, and that should be bomb. Actually rotating in and out of banana over and over, just making sure they can get everyone into the site safely. And now karrigaN gets taken out for the side. Friss did pick up a kill, though, over onto schneider. But here comes that plant, and here comes the last 2 men from reason from CT spawn. And we do have flusha pick up another kill onto LOMME, though. And Friss sitting at 16 HP. Looks like they're going to back away. Looks like they will save their guns here in this round.
Yeah, probably the smart choice right now. And yeah, they've done well. So SMF just switching it up there, going to go pick up the AK. And well, you know, Fnatic went for the early investment. Not a bad choice.
Yeah, it definitely worked out for him. And obviously with that plant in that second round, they were able to really pick that up. And got a big credit to the team of Fnatic. Able to pick up their first round here in round number 3. And reason, I mean, just taking a look at their money, they really don't have enough to buy unless they want to go for a really sketchy kind of FAMAS, kind of M4 kind of build. And it looks like they will be able to save that AK from last round, so they will be able to go for the buy up here. And they will be able to support it with the nades. But it's pretty much coming down to this. If reason loses this round, they will be on a save, and that will be Fnatic taking the lead.
Yeah, really nice turnaround here from Fnatic. Getting that early, that early stop of the momentum, as you mentioned. When this kind of starts beginning, Fnatic do well in the harder rounds. Essentially, you look back at the last game, they threw away a couple, but this time they look like they're out for blood. And I see like some Friss just going around by CT Arch and just waiting on the Fnatic players to make their entrance. And to be fair, they're not far away. He's going to back away this time. He's not going to be just challenging flat out. He's going to be playing smart, and I love that M4. That looks amazing, to be fair. But we are going to see the... Actually, I want to point out how defensive reason seem to be playing very much from the site, and JW's going to love that, finding LOMME already. And that's the perfect stuff for Fnatic. But karrigaN does manage to catch Pronax in the heels, but does land the headshot. And there's a lovely little bit of play, and actually reason doing very nicely. karrigaN, such a monstrous player, but actually we finally see the breakthrough. But devilwalk takes out JW. My God, what is going on? devilwalk, you better make up for this one now, buddy. You are in a 2v3. It could have been a 3v3. The bomb is not down yet, and karrigaN, the headhunter almost for reason so far, already picking up 2, down to only 5 HP. He's trying to do the damage here. The other 2 players splitting through CT spawn. Schneider and devilwalk getting the bomb down, and now do have time to get set up. That smoke, at least will hold back reason for a second. As well, that flash. See Schneider just waiting it out. Playing smart, nice little peek there onto Friss. Evening up to a 2v2, make it a 2v1 as now just SMF is left alive. Schneider really doing the damage here. devilwalk toying with the idea of a peek, but playing down that time limit. SMF forced to make the move, and it's into the iron sights of devilwalk, and we see another round on the board for Fnatic.
Something I find really funny between these two teams is, and I hope you correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but karrigaN was on Fnatic back in like the spring EMS One season. I subbed in for them a little bit, and unfortunately he did leave the team. If I remember correctly, obviously it's really late, it's like 15 hours in, I could be wrong on this one, but I'm 90% sure on that. I don't even keep my eye on Twitch chat for this, but like you said, tied up 2-2, and right now Fnatic, they're in the driver's seat. They just came off of this map earlier on to keep their hopes alive against iBuyPower, and right now they're looking to secure themselves that spot into the playoffs with the rest of the teams who have already made their way there from A, B, and Group D.
And I do want to point out, obviously, because we are on a bit of an eco here for reason. As you mentioned earlier on, they'll probably be forced to this. Most people who are tweeting me right now are literally saying Fnatic should not have chosen Inferno. I'm worried about Fnatic because of the previous results, but Khan and the boys know what they're doing. And actually, when we joined TeamSpeak with these guys to just listen in on the comments, which we might have a little dabble with, I actually saw the fact that Khan is in there on TS with them. He does not mess around. He is very much an active person within this team. So curious to see how that one will go, and I do kind of want to listen in. I'm gonna test this one out. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. If it does, awesome. But we're gonna find out here. So, seeing what Fnatic are feeling like. They're left in a 5v2. They're in a good spot right now. I don't think I'm getting much from this.
Unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, we will have that fixed for tomorrow, so you can hear all the team, especially when they're on the stage playing in front of the crowd.
And people can watch the point of view streams as well.
Yeah, very true.
So if you do want to hear what it's like with Khan in the mix, he's very active. I just looked at the team sheet myself. Obviously, Fnatic will pick this up with a clean slate, bear in mind, this round, so very nicely done to them. And we'll get this into their advantage. So 3-2 at the moment, Fnatic looking strong, and now Reason Gaming need to find that reply. They need to get to that position where they can do well now. They obviously have the guns now back with them, so that's at least a bit of a bonus. But can they convert this round? Can they get it all even again, I feel?
We will find out here. They will be able to buy up, just like you said. And I was taking a look at Twitch chat. I was correct, but also Friss was on Fnatic. I forgot about. So we have 2 Fnatic members playing here, and seems to see if they can overcome the team that they were previously on together. And right now, Fnatic going for push up middle, and I'm going to see if they're going to have what it takes to push through here. And honestly, we'll find out any second if they can go for that push into the site here. It looks like they are going to finally make their way through. They're going to go for that push over towards short side here. And SMF, he's the only man really to defend against it as devilwalk takes his head completely off. And now you see them have full control of A. They're going to get the bomb down here in just a second. The smoke's expertly placed to take away that vision from Reason, so they cannot get any picks here and immediately run away. They're going to give up the site. They're going to give up the plant. And they're going to give up this round on top of that. And you can see, they're trying to save their guns here. Fnatic, I'm curious to see if they're actually going to chase them down off of this. And instead, it looks like eventually as the clock does tick away, but 3 men from Reason, that's going to be hard to really penetrate that construction site, not to mention be alone.
Yeah, I think they might, leave JW to just roam around a bit. Just going to play it by ear. But I can imagine Reason will be getting away fairly unscathed, if not with a kill on JW more than losing out, I feel. Actually, I lied. JW best. So, Fnatic 4-2 at the moment. This is looking good for these guys. And we are going to see what they can really do in this one now as they're starting to build that momentum. They're putting Reason even further on the back foot after, Reason literally just being manhandled on A. There was no way they could get back into this one. So, they're going to have to look towards this round here. Towards what they can do. We are seeing a 3-2 split going out from Reason, LOMME, SMF, and karrigaN over by A. And the other 2 by B. So EX are actually taking his time. They're not doing those deep smokes we saw a couple of teams running, even Titan doing, and you look towards any of the other American teams especially, really liking that deep smoke, pushing down and just controlling the map piece by piece. And I see Reason laying in away, and well, he got him 1 kill, but he didn't get any more. So Pronax and flusha pick up the kills. Now Friss will have to make sure he's kind of minimizing the threat right now. He goes aggressive with that pistol, does the damage. He knows there may be another, no, it's just a teammate. So down, but now danger from absolutely everywhere as the T-side have broken through, but Friss doing real work here. 2 back-to-back kills. karrigaN in a nice little spot, knowing where that bomb is. They've pincered that one in. There's no way, unless Schneider just brute forces his way through, he can get back in this. 50 seconds left. Clock is working down. He's being cautious and he does catch a glimpse of the player, but not going to take him down too easily. He's going to try and smoke him out, maybe try and cause a peek. Maybe force Friss to get a little bit more interested, get a little bit more active. Oh, he got another peek. Nice shot from Schneider there, finding Friss. But still, 30 seconds left. He's going to have to make this one hurt. He's got to chase karrigaN down. There's no way he can get in there, get the bomb, and get away in time. And I think karrigaN's learning that factor here. It's time to edge away. Get out of this one and play it smart. Schneider's still extraordinarily cautious. Does get the bomb, but 10 seconds left. There's no way you get into it. He kind of just suddenly has that reminding factor of that one. And karrigaN's still on full HP. 4 seconds left. It's time to go. Schneider not got the time to do it, sadly. And we see him backing away. At least he gets to retain the AK.
And that was a great play by karrigaN too to get
Yes.
that push and that pincer move onto everyone in Banana, and they were able to secure that round. Secure him now 3-4 here, obviously down only 1 round, but anything can happen. We already just saw a really intense game between Fnatic and I by Power. You wouldn't be surprised if these 2 teams fall into that same kind of thing here, but up that 1 round. We'll find out if they're going to continue to keep this going here in just a few. Honestly, a full bat from both these teams. And start pushing towards middle, start pushing towards alt mid, and they're actually taking full control of Banana. And you mentioned this just before, is that Reason they're not really going for those deep smokes from CT spawn to push into Banana to get full control of it. They're letting Fnatic, take it freely here. Obviously they're going to test it, every once in a while, but they're not securing that spot, and we'll see how that one works out here in just a few. And currently at Fnatic, trying to push up. And you can see devilwalk with that sneaky little kind of get right play. Flashes, smokes all come into this B side. They're going to push in here. The bomb is sitting back. Is just getting support here with those flashes and smoke. At devilwalk going to actually go for the push here, but they push right towards CT spawn. Going to come around construction. The 2 men of Reason Gaming are sitting inside of B here. The bomb has made its way back over towards A. flusha looking for the first kill. I think he's going to spot them out here in just a second over towards oranges. He does get sprayed through the smoke, does get taken down. karrigaN picks someone up here. And now Schneider actually just going to rotate straight towards CT spawn here. Does spot 1 man out, gets the kill on a freeze. And they know the site, it's going to be A. They're going to go for the push here. and devilwalk. If he can pick up these kills with the help of that smoke, he can definitely open up this site completely for his team. One man under, jumps straight on top of him, but LOMME picks up the kill with a fantastic headshot. Even Schneider waiting for the rotate to come in as GW. Now with the help of Pronax pushing in, and we have Jay to pick up one kill, but you see SMF get the return onto him. Now Pronax turns around, he gets taken out by karrigaN, and it's all up to Schneider yet again, 1 HP. He's got to be saving this gun. To pull off a 1v3 in this situation with, well, obviously 8 seconds to go, not going to happen.
No, definitely not. And, Reason, certainly a little bit of life left in them. I don't think we can deny that fact. Storm left in an impossible place. And I think Friss is right to be asking HP. That's going to be that's going to be at least, nice to know that he didn't completely fluff his job. But still, looking at the scoreboard, I think we need to point something out at the moment. karrigaN, 12-3. No one else anywhere near that for Reason. Another Fnatic. Closest player to him necessarily will be flusha on 6-5. So really big play from karrigaN. Always good to see that man turning up and playing very well. He's such a consistent member, on occasion that can be game changing. As can the man you're watching right now, JW does have that AWP to hand, so we might be seeing a little bit of an impact play here. But 4-4 so far, very tentative game. No one making those big decisive plays. It's been fairly tentative from the Fnatic side, taking their time, and a lot of people say, the way they play is quite fast and loose, quite sloppy. They'll just kind of, run around and do what they can. But this time they're playing, quite a little bit slower. They're seeming to take their time towards A with those 3 players present. Schneider, however, has been flashed up, has to back away. You're seeing Reason really well set up here, and I think that might force Fnatic to try another way through. But Schneider looking for a way in, not going to get that too easily, as the vast majority of Fnatic will be over by B. 2 men on there for Reason. Next up, one of them on your screen. We have to deal with the flood of players soon to be walking towards him. karrigaN can walk about to the smoke. It's a nice little spot here. Exa as well. Both watching the crosses. Friss will find Schneider by CT Arch. Now 5v4. Reason have the advantage. They're all even at the moment. You'll see a couple of flashes through, but Fnatic not really yelling their presence towards the B side. Excuse me. Because now karrigaN might really have to swing into gears. He's the last man really present on the side. Comes through the smoke. Finds devilwalk. Looks for the follow-up. He's got it as well. That's Pronax down, but flusha quickly springs into action. Kind of nullifies the threat that was karrigaN on that side, but he's bought the time for the likes of Friss to get around here and now really lay down the challenge. flusha and JW really have to do something magical here to hold on to this, and JW's doing just that. He's got 1, he's got 2! JW does not go down without a fight, and flusha joins in to claim a 3rd. And Fnatic, they took it slow, they took it carefully, and they took the round.
And a very back and forth game between these 2 teams, and you look on the side of Reason, do they have the money to spend? You see karrigaN sitting on 7,000. Looks like he will be buying up an M4, as well as a couple more popping up here or there. And one thing I want to talk about is the fact that these teams have been here for a while today.
Yep.
They've been sitting here, they had to wait through, the pause that we had. Everyone had to do that, and they've kept their concentration, they kept their focus. And what's on the line here? I mean, $100,000 compared to, I believe it's 2,000. You want to get past this round here, and you have to bring everything you can to this game, and really shows. Wow, JW right there picks up a nice kill, but it really shows their not moral fiber, but their fiber as a person here, and able to keep that really going. And the later it gets, the more my phrases really don't make sense. But JW,
it's been a long day.
It really has. 15 hours.
You do start feeling it after a while. Like
the longest I've done is 11.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this the longest for you so far?
It's the longest for me. But it was back to back to back to back casting. So, but either way, Fnatic, they do have that man advantage here, and they do have flusha working towards B here, trying to distract. And you see, there's 3 men there for Reason. They're not wanting to let them get this push into B. And if he can open up maybe a kill or 2 here, this can really be impressive. As GW not able to pick up a kill. Friss falls back into the site. karrigaN gets the kill and a flusha over towards B though. They know the push is not coming there. They know it's over towards A. The rotate's going to start to push in here. Is SMF going to be holding from pit? And Bomb is currently just sitting down at the moment. And Friss turns around, looks towards Archway, looks towards Library as SMF does it as well. Picks up 1 kill. Still another man there, but it's a 2-on-3 situation. devilwalk finally comes up big here, but now Schneider being taken out. karrigaN picking up another, picking up a hat trick here. He's 17-4.
karrigaN MVP.
If you add up all the kills on his entire team minus him, they don't even get close to him.
They're on 11.
Yeah.
Literally, karrigaN is a beast at the moment. Like, okay, everyone knows he can do well, but in one of the most important games, and how much you think that is just rubbing insult, or just really adding insult to injury towards Fnatic for going, okay, let's do this map. We can do it this time. We struggled before, but we're ready now. And when one player can dismantle almost the entirety of your team, or if not 3 at a time, that's when you start questioning your choice and going, okay, maybe we made a mistake here. And that first tag comes right into the chest of JW, down to 16 HP. That's really going to knock the confidence. Flusha as well, and tagged up. Friss receiving a little bit of damage, but no one going down just yet. We are still at 5-5, so even with karrigaN in the Reason lineup, he's not been able to quite convert the rounds just yet into the advantage of Reason, but keeping it at a level pegging field. Normally I'd say this is a CT-sided map, but you need to look back towards the last game to see that anything can happen on any given Sunday. And right now, no team really breaking ahead yet, but you can see that slowly but surely, Fnatic are eyeing up that B site. We do have one player tucked in really rather deep, Exa there. He will be finally joined by another in a moment's time. I can imagine that'll be karrigaN coming back through. And now we wait. 30 seconds left on the board. This is patient play from the Fnatic side, calling the patience into queue from Reason, and it's paid off. Exa comes in, but flusha's broken through, found karrigaN. Here comes Schneider. This is not looking good for Reason on the B side. That is firmly in the hands of Fnatic right now. We are seeing lots of SMF and Friss having to get their running shoes on, but JW in the same spot, doing that damage, taking out Friss, leaving just LOMME and SMF standing in the same position more than anything. And has to spray around, give away the game. Gets taken down by flusha, but exchange comes through. We are seeing a 1v1. Look at the HP of these two. Literally one bullet can change the game. And right now, Schneider's will land first, and he will manage to take down SMF and take the round into Fnatic's favor. But just 6-5.
I'm still perplexed by how this is such a close game, too. It's just, they obviously played earlier on. They know how each other plays, so I guess that can make sense how it's so back and forth. But somewhere it's got to give here. And, karrigaN, he cannot be a one-man army by himself. The rest of his team needs to start to catch up, needs to start to pick up kills here. A Reason are looking at potentially not having this first half lead. And right now, Fnatic are playing like more of a team than Reason is able to here. And I do have a push on a B coming. XR pushed up a little bit. It's going to be a save, obviously. They have the three 250s and the Deagle and CZ, but flusha get dinked up right there, being forced to back away. He does eventually pick up that one kill. And now pushing in, does look for the second. Schneider picks up one himself. Actually, sorry, the Schneider picked up the kill on the karrigaN. And the push could be coming up here in just a second. They know that it's a save round. They know that they can take their time here, but there's only two men from Reason rotated in towards CT spawn. They pulled them away, and you're seeing currently devilwalk and JW actually go for a push onto this A side here with flusha. It could be a one-man squad, going to push in, kind of distract him a little bit longer, leave that extra man there as JW picks up the kill on the only guy towards A here, and the bomb, it's finally made its way through.
Yeah, finally, but Friss, SMF and Exa are being dealt with. This is minimal health left for these guys, literally nothing between them. Very similar to the last round. Actually, Exa still doing the job, but Schneider is there, and it's not going to be long, surely, as we will find the last two. So, Fnatic started to stretch the legs, but more to the fact, obviously, eco rounds coming into effect, and Fnatic just being Fnatic.
Very true, and we're going to have, obviously, Reason, but I'll be able to bat this one. But Fnatic go into the second half potentially with like a 10-5 scoreline.
That's a big difference.
That's going to be a start for them.
Yeah,
a really strong start.
It certainly is. I don't know what we can say about it now. It all comes down to how they play. So close in the even rounds, but one mistake can literally cost you 2 rounds back to back these days. This sort of situation, and that can cost you a game. As iBuyPower are pretty well aware. But look at the aggressive Reason gaming right off the start as Exa comes flying down mid, picks up JW, picks up Schneider, and just drops him down. As now only Fnatic with 3 players left, but flusha still trying to do work, finds one, but it's not enough. LOMME straight away replying, and we're left with such an advantage in Reason's hands. Pronax and devilwalk. There's so few options they really have left in their arsenal. And they'll have to walk through the absolute graveyard of their teammates just through mid, being slaughtered by Exa. Excuse me if I am saying his name completely wrong, but I will find out for tomorrow. It does seem as though the remaining Fnatic players are deciding that A might be the side to be hitting. SMF playing passively, watching that cross, playing it safe. Gets a little bit anxious there. He could have been very smart about it, and he could have literally just called it out, but now Pronax and devilwalk know where their opponent's waiting, but this is a cute little spot going out from SMF. He's got one, doesn't get the second. Pronax will be able to continue this push. Switching time behind him very swiftly. Not able to find the bomb. Bomb? Bomb, please. He's got the bomb. All is good. So Friss can continue on and hopefully rekindle some of the fire that's carried them so far. As he is still looking towards 18 seconds left, but LOMME's laying in wait. And, well, Reason Gaming not out yet. And I do want to say a quick little fact. We've been joined by the ever delightful Dogbert in here. I think he saw the Dignitas have made it through in the groups. So it just appears with the Dignitas t-shirt on. It's just how it works with these guys. They just appear in numbers.
I really feel like delightful may be a strong word for him.
You don't get descriptive words next to your name in introductions. He does. You be nice.
Yeah, but they can be bad descriptive words. That's the problem.
Dogbert is a beautiful person, all right? Beautiful.
He's all right.
He's got great facial hair. You know?
He actually looked like a baby because he shaved it all off for the Battlefield 4 stuff we had. But right now, that's furthest from the point, as we do see Reason actually push up Banana here, as we do have LOMME pick up a kill onto JW. Looking for a second, does get it, but this gets taken out by schneider. But karrigaN's there, who finally does drop. And that is going to be currently not a free sight for them, as the EXR is currently there. schneider finally does get taken another kill for himself. And now you see Friss trying to hold on the speed side. He knows the bomb is there. He knows schneider is the last man standing. And imagine if anything, he might get the bomb down here, as he does get a nice push on a Friss, gets the kill onto him. Now it's a one-on-one situation, and schneider picking up 3 kills so far in this round, going for the fake plant here. But he doesn't know that the last man, SMF, is currently towards CT spawn right now. Waiting for that bomb to be planted, going to be pushing up construction. Looking for that lone man left, who will be over towards his left side here. And you can see SMF playing very, very safe. He's going to spot him out on his right side here. He's going to look for the kill, but who will pick it up? That's going to be schneider picking up 4 kills and saving the round for Fnatic.
Big play here. I feel with 4 HP left, not sure how much you can read into that one-on-one, but 4 kills overall, that's him playing well. You know, the last push may be defining, but still, look at what, you know, Reason are getting beside them. They don't have the money to go even to like a full purchase here. And last round, the first half, they could have done with that. But let's see if they worked.
We have seen with Titan's game earlier on just how impactful a back 7 can be.
Oh god, yeah, I am not denying
Yeah.
this gun. On a map like this, when you can control the choke points, when you can get very much within the useful range of this weapon, it can be absolutely disastrous to any opponent, as devilwalk will notice. But right now, it is a flood of Fnatic kills back-to-back in place, but now just Friss alive. 1v4, the HP is low for 2 members at least of Fnatic, but this is a tall task, and he's already got schneider waiting, so you got the answer to that one. This is going to be a very one-sided half so far for Fnatic, even though karrigaN is doing everything he can. It's sadly not enough, so 18-8, very prolific play from him, but the rest of the side not really making the impact here. As you look to Fnatic, it's more of a kind of clean sweep across the board. It's flusha doing well, schneider doing well, but, you know, as is JW, as is devilwalk and Pronax within their own rights, but maybe not to the extent before.
And looking at how the rounds went, it was pretty much 2 straight coming in for Reason. Then we had that early buy come in because of that plant on the second round, and then Fnatic took 4 straight. Then Reason took 2 straight, then Fnatic won 1, Reason won 1, Fnatic won 2, Reason won 1, and then Fnatic won the last 2. It's very back and forth between these 2 teams, and obviously, as you can tell, Fnatic have come out ahead 9-6 here, and this is obviously a best of 1. They are now ever closer to getting that final round that they need. 7 more to go here, and they have a lot to work with. They have the favored side over on CT, and it comes down to Reason. How strong could their T side be here? How much can karrigaN carry them? I mean, currently 18 kills for him, and he slowed down, I have to say, though.
Yeah,
like, he was really up there very quickly, but he just got slowly shut down as the rounds went on, and you saw how that affected them in the scores.
Yeah, certainly. And because we did kind of jump in this one a little bit quick, we can take you through the lines of who you're about to be seeing, who might be qualifying through this and who might be going home. So EXO, Friss, karrigaN, LOMME, and SMF for Reason Gaming. Facing off against Fnatic, you know them by now. It's devilwalk, flusha, JW, Pronax, and schneider. So 2 great teams. You know, a bit of a mixed mash of everything within this one. But we're going to have to see how this comes through and who really does the job. Because I don't think we can deny individuals from Reason Gaming, but as a team, not felt what they've been doing so far. It seemed a little bit in drips and drabs here.
And they're going on to a side that you need teamwork. And that is going to be very, very tough for them here. But they obviously do have the potential to pull it back. They have beat them before, just earlier on today.
Yep.
In that first round.
It can happen.
I think... I feel like being really repetitive, but this pistol round is going to play a big portion of how this game's going to go here. I mean, if Fnatic can pick this up, potentially have the next 3, and that would get them so damn close that they can taste the victory and taste the playoff spots. And let's see how Reason go about this.
Yeah, now obviously the T-pistol may be still slightly, you know, stronger, but you know, what can you read into that? It's who's playing well, pretty much, and JW could be in a perfect spot here, and you do not want to be challenged that man flat out, and well, Exa will feel the brunt of it, backing away carefully with schneider, just spamming the safe exit through, and now they can play however they want. They have the man advantage. They barely lost health on JW as well. He's only down to 72 HP, and the biggest stack from Fnatic is on B. So, interesting play, and this actually could work out well. JW getting the opening by A may force, Reason Gaming to consider that the better option here will be B for them. However, not sure it would be.
And they started to push up too, maybe to get a little bit aggressive. They do spot one man out. But right now, Reason gonna respawn, gonna go for a strong push onto schneider. Picks up one, looking for a second though. Will he be able to pick this one up? He does get it. He's looking for a third, but karrigaN finally picks up the kill, shuts him down here. But look where JW is. He's gonna hear this man coming from middle. He's gonna look for the kill, and if he picks this up, no! Friss, the pistol master, picks up the kill, and now saves this round potentially for a little bit longer. Bomb has gone down. We could see that early buy in round number 3 as devilwalk picks up the kill. Now it's all in the hands of Friss. Can he take this 1v3? He has the potential to do it. He's not in the greatest of positions though. And he's being baited out right now. We have Pronax coming from the side, looking for the kill. devilwalk gets taken out by Friss. Now in a 1-on-2 situation, he takes down Pronax. That's all on flusha. If he can pick this one up, Friss is sitting inside of the site. The bomb is taken away. He's looking for the kills. Can he pull it off? He's already picked up 3, looking for number 4. The flusha gets the kill, but will he have the defuse? Let me check out if he has that kit. He does, and that will be Fnatic taking round number 10 here. That was so damn close by Friss.
My heart kind of bleeds for him right there. He was on the verge of doing something incredible, but sometimes it's just not gonna happen that way. And right now, it seems no matter how much Reason step up as individuals, they don't have that team impact. They've had karrigaN being a monster. They had Friss then going huge, but then again, it's always in these negative situations. It's always a 1-on-3, it's always these 1-on-4s. They really have the numbers advantage, and they're still on just a pistol right here. These nades are ripping them to shreds. Exa down low, we're seeing LOMME, and there we have it. I can say nothing about that round because it literally was a clean sweep near-on from Fnatic, only losing JW, and it's just building the confidence, and it's building that scoreline. 6-11, Fnatic are starting to stretch their legs.
And we're going to see that early buy coming in round 3 because of that bomb plant from Salt in number 1. So, Reason, if they're going to strike back, if they're going to fight back, they need to do it now. They need to do it soon, if anything. And we will have flusha go for that very deep smoke at B to allow the rest of them to push up. Actually, he didn't get it over, if I'm not mistaken, by the minimap right there. But unfortunate, but they do him for that 3-man stack towards Banana yet again. And that might have actually changed up their whole strategy, because you see they're kind of hesitant to push up right now. They're finally going for the move here, and they actually might catch them off guard, but we'd have Reason pushing LOMME, picks up the first kill to flusha. Looking for number 2 here, but there's no number 2 there to be seen. JW is sitting inside of apartments waiting for one man to actually peek him, and he's going to be able to pick up the kill, so they know he's now there. And now devilwalk pushing up, he's going to have Friss to his left. Will he pick up the kill? And this is a much needed kill as well for him to be able to take the site back. His Pronax even comes to the side. Schneider picks up the kill on the Friss though. And now it's a 3-on-4 situation. JW with 5 HP though. Nade gonna come in, gonna connect so damn well on the EXR. We're sitting 9 HP now, and this push gonna come in here momentarily. Let's see, with the most health, see if he can pick up anything here, as he does actually take up 1. And Schneider picks a kill on the EXR here, but now it's a 2-on-2. LOMME, last man standing in a 1-on-2 situation. He's actually gonna get taken down though by Pronax. And that will be Fnatic securing their 12th round and shutting down the first gun round coming out of Reason.
That is the big confidence builder in my eyes here. Fnatic now, they're feeling good. They were like, okay, the real test, first pistol. We get that, the next couple of rounds, we are good. Now we get to the gun round, game on again. We are seeing actually JW going with that shotty, and he seems fine with it. To be fair, he's always been game-changing with even the most curious of weapons, whether it be in the apartments to really swing that eco round around for them in the last game, or maybe right now with that shotty. So, but this time, Reason have fairly reasonable guns. They've got a couple of Galils in the mix, a couple of AKs, no armor on Exa though, so it's a bit of a mismatch, and Pronax and devilwalk punishing them for that, as only Exa finds the reply, but it's all looking like Fnatic for now. But still, 3v2, certainly possible. Friss and karrigaN, the two big hitters left alive, and well, Schneider does eventually take down Friss, but it wasn't pretty. But the round nevertheless has gone to Fnatic, and another one on the board. This is looking extraordinarily dangerous for any Reason Gaming fan. These guys are struggling now.
I almost feel like Reason kind of gave up right there, because they bought pretty much anything they could, but they had no smokes, no flashes, no grenades. Like, they had minimal grenades off of that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I can understand, because you don't want to go into round number 14 with a gun, and if you lose that, it's it. But right now, they had to do something here. They have the P250s, and they have 3 men on A here this time. Nades going to come out from Fnatic, though. And And we'll push him straight back here. And flusha in a prime position, picks up one, look for the second. He does get it, looking for a third now. And switches to that USP. You know, and be able to pick that up here in just a second. As karrigaN even going for the knife. But now, we are into the penultimate round for Fnatic. One more to go and they will be on that match point, and not to mention that playoff point that they need.
And let's bear in mind, not too long ago, Fnatic felt the brunt of reason on this very map. We said they've got to be picking it for a reason. And well, right now it just might be to prove a point more than anything here, and they're certainly doing that. 6-14. Something's changed for Fnatic, and well, reason they look half like the team they were.
And if reason is this round, they have no money.
Well,
if they don't get the bomb down, that's going to be it pretty much, unless they can pull off an amazing eco round. But we do see actually, currently EXR pick up the first kill.
Perfect start for them. We said it's all or nothing. Oh, lovely follow-up. JW toying with fire there, and well, he feels the brunt of that one, and we are now seeing a 5v3 in favor to reason. This big investment paying off massively so far. Exa on 2, but flusha still standing, takes a lovely double. That's Friss and karrigaN gone. That's your 2 big hitters out of there, and now 3 stand. If Fnatic get this one in the bag, devilwalk and flusha, if they put it off, that smoke is going to come off the backup. Flusha still doing work. He's got 3, he's got 4. Flusha is a single-handed machine right now, and he's got the almost ace. Devil just stealing it at the end. But amazing, amazing stuff.
And stealing the defuse.
Wow, and the defuse. What a scumbag. But they do get on to 15 rounds. They do get to that ever-important marker. And right now, we might be losing Reason Gaming.
It might be, but we also might be gaining Fnatic in the playoffs to join the other teams that have gotten there. And obviously, Titan can't say that, unfortunately, for themselves. And obviously, we're going to see Reason buy anything they possibly can. We do have the AWP for Friss, who unfortunately doesn't have that head armor. And they have been able to buy up pretty much everything they possibly can now because of that defuse, or sorry, that plant. And Friss going to look for a kill in the middle here. Will he get it? No, unfortunately, he does not hit the shot. That might actually turn things around. JW picks it up. He doesn't miss a second time. And that puts him at a man disadvantage here in potentially their last round of their EMS One Katowice finals career. devilwalk, as you can see, pushed up towards tree here. Very aggressive with the help of that smoke. The reason they're feeling the heat right now. Another smoke coming on top of that just to make sure they can't push out any further here. And they're hesitating. They're waiting for Fnatic to push. You know, whether it be at A, whether it be at B here. And flusha picks up one, look for the second, he gets it. That is now 2 for him. And EXR does respond, but JW picks up a big kill onto him.
One man now stands for Reason. All hope rests with karrigaN, who's tagged up and gets taken down by the no-scope. And my God, what a way to really an insult to injury. Reason, they won perfectly the first time around, but this time, Fnatic, don't know what happened during that last game. They had a close one, but they turned up and they really took the game to Reason, who sadly will be going home.
Yeah, and karrigaN, we gotta give him credit. He finished 21 and 15, I believe it was. The second closest to him, if I'm not mistaken, because the one person did leave, was 11. It's unfortunate for him. He had pretty much one of the games of his life right there, but
what can you do?
They showed to be the stronger team, and the inconsistency that we saw, we see again. Just the fact that they lost to Reason just a little bit early on, then they came back strong and completely outplayed them. Maybe it was obviously them warming up, maybe it's them figuring Reason out, but inconsistency is still one of those things plaguing them, and they have to get rid of that coming into the playoffs now because they're a top-tier team, and you want to win. You want to win everything. I mean, the difference between first and second place is $50,000, and that's what second place gets. That's a lot of money. You can do quite a few things with that. That's a big chunk of money.
That is a lot on the line.
You can buy a lot of cases with that.
That's a very good point. So guys at home, you know, make sure you're supporting these guys. Make sure you are still buying these stickers. And it's been an incredible day from us so far. I think that's probably going to be it from us today, at least. We'll obviously go over to those guys in a moment. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who's already tuning in, who's stuck with us this long. It's been a long day. It's not been easy. He is literally dying. So we're going to have to take him away from the camera pretty damn quickly. Like, wheel him out on the chair just to get him
carry me back to the hotel?
I might have to. So guys, thank you for sticking with us, by the way. We do really appreciate it from the casting team. But before we sign out, let's make sure we hand over to the ever beautiful hosts who've been joining us today. So Scoots and Sean.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Jason. What can we say about that?
Well, the rematch was, I would say, decisively Fnatic. Again, how we've said, it's kind of a CT-sided map. Generally, they took the first side as Terrace 9-6. So they did exactly what they needed to do after the first rematch, and they owned the second half. Reason did not score.
Nope.
So, you know, amazing. I mean, they did what they had to do, right? So, good stuff.
You're the guys from Reason. How do you feel? Obviously, you're disappointed. You're going home, as you say. It's first day you're off barbecuing. What was it?
Lose 2 in barbecue.
Lose two in barbecue. Lose 2 in barbecue.
I think after the first side, you're going, okay, 9-6. All right, well, that's all right. Obviously, they're not happy with their T side. I mean, lose the pistol. Certainly, you're going to throw the next couple away, more than likely. But they just could not put it together. And a couple of those Fnatic guys had insane rounds. Because if you look back, they literally, you know, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They won 9 in a row.
Yeah. And
they won 11 out of 12. And I think one of the turning points probably the first half was the Schneider 4K. You know, that finished sealing the deal of the first half and probably led them very excitedly into the second half. And flusha had an amazing round as well. He should not have won that round in the second half, but he killed them all, and that's how you do it.
Strong momentum. And how do you think it's going to set them up? You know, obviously they join Dignitas going through.
Yep, they go out now.
LGB's also there from the Group D side. We're waiting, obviously, for Complexity and Mystic that are still playing at the moment. We're going to have a look now as a kind of a recap, as obviously this was the last game we'll be showing of the day. We're going to have a look at what was going on in Group A in preparation for tomorrow. So here we see Group A. Let's talk us through this. I mean, this was a big one. The mighty Titan.
Yeah, probably the upset of the upsets, right? I
don't think anybody saw this coming in.
Yeah, I mean, they start out great. They put Mousesports in their place, as they should, 16-5. They move forward. They then play, obviously, who Nathan said they were very nervous about, and he had every right to be very nervous about.
Yeah.
They go down 16-7, and they obviously drop down below. Obviously, Virtus Pro had dropped Hellraisers down. They do a decent job, get the heck Mousesports out of the way, move forward to Titan. Great match, 14-16. Unfortunately, not in Titan's favor.
Yeah.
And then obviously Virtus Pro gets exactly what they want. They're playing on their home soil in the big stadium. The Russians get what they want. They're in this neck of the woods as well, so they're very excited, and they beat the #1 team in Counter-Strike Go. So even if they bomb out tomorrow, they're going to go home pretty happy. I mean, no one wants to lose once you keep winning, you know, once you move forward. But again, they beat Titan, and that is a big deal.
And that's important to say. I mean, obviously today we had the group stages. We were having them played in a let's say a closed off area. The Spodek Arena here in Poland isn't open to the public today. So I was basically playing the group and showing that and bringing that to you guys watching at home. But tomorrow, of course, we go into the arena. We go into the belly of the beast, if you would. I mean, there are literally tens of thousands of fans turning up, sitting around. There's games galore. Counter-Strike will be up there, showing the best, and it's going to be a big deal. Do you think that's going to play a role for these guys? You know, having that live feedback, the crowd right there.
I absolutely do, and I think what we'll look at tomorrow, we'll probably talk about more in depth, is who's got experience on the big stages. You know, and why we're still sitting on Group A. We're going to hit B real quick. Like, Virtus Pro has played on some of the biggest stages in the world. At least 3 of them have, right? So we'll go to B. And again, so if you got these rookie teams that are doing great so far, that's either going to really pump them up or scare them, right?
For sure.
And obviously, we know that the Taz's crew is going to have no issues with being in a home crowd. They're going to love that.
I think they're going to thrive, and I'm sure the home crowd is going to get behind them in such a strong way that it'll probably be very intimidating to whoever they're playing against.
Absolutely. So now we got B in front of us. Obviously, Nip takes on 3D Max, does quite easily and well with that, moves forward.
Pretty clinical there.
Yeah, and obviously Vox Eminor and LDLC played a good match, 16-13, earns out in LD's favor. They both move forward. Ninja then beats them 16-7 decisively. They sit very easily, waiting for tomorrow. And again,
I feel like Ninja's had a very, very easy day out of all the teams. They don't seem to have really broken a sweat.
Yeah, I mean, 13 rounds total was put up against them. That's it. Yeah. And again, very veteran team in the sense of playing with crowds, whether they're for them or against them.
Yep.
Right. So they're going to be fine tomorrow. And then we got lower brackets still. So then obviously we got Max and Vox that drop down. Max comes out of that, but then LDLC tells them, nope, you're going home, and they move forward. So again, two two solid teams moving forward out of this group.
No big surprises in that
No
group.
major upsets. I would say probably what most people would have predicted out of this group. Yep.
Then we move to Group C, where we almost had the second upset of the day. It was a close call.
Very close call. Again, Fnatic starts the day in a bad way and loses to Reason Gaming. Drops on down. iBuyPower does the exact same thing. Drops down from Dignitas. Stuart's never going to let me live that one down, but that's all right. And then, obviously, out of the lower bracket, Fnatic sent home the Americans. And then had to meet Reason again because obviously Dignitas beat them. Dignitas goes forward at the top, and Fnatic goes forward as the second one. Again, Fnatic definitely used to crowds, definitely used to pressure. They were under pressure, obviously.
Yeah.
They performed.
Yeah.
Dignitas, not so stored in the sense of their stage time. So, again, you're either going to thrive on it or it's going to really scare you, intimidate you, and shut you down. It's kind of where the men get grown here. But, again, good group. Pretty much, I think a lot of people were hopeful that iBuyPower was going to do good, especially on the heels of ESEA and beating Titan. So I think a lot of people would have picked them and Fnatic to come out, but I also think a lot of people picked exactly what happened, Dignitas and Fnatic.
Good stuff. And let's have a look now at Group D.
Group D, which is still happening.
We're still enjoying that game.
But what we got is obviously Complexity starts out, and they take on Mystic decisively, move forward. LGB kind of does the same thing to Na'Vi, so they sit up top. Complexity then loses. Down below, Mystic and Na'Vi play. Na'Vi goes home. Complexity drops down for a rematch, just like we had. C and D were rematches. It's kind of cool. Before we went live, and the first half is probably over now, they were playing Nuke. Complexity was CT side, very CT sided map. They were up 10-2. So again, if they don't roll reverse, and they can, they probably ended, I don't know, maybe 11-4, 12-3, I don't know really how it ended. But again, they just needed a couple solid T rounds. Don't get nervous, don't lose their momentum, so to speak, and they should come out. But again, you never know. It's the same kind of thing on Nuke. If I 12-3 you, you can 12-3 me.
It is very, very true. And if today has taught us anything in this first day, it's anybody's game. It's open. I mean, the any given Sunday really did come into effect today.
Yeah, and obviously what we didn't say is obviously LGB went all the way forward. They're sitting there waiting.
They are
ready to rock and roll.
Their place.
Yep. And a lot of people would have said LGB Na'Vi. And, if you're a North American fan, maybe Complexity, because they actually did have a really good showing at DreamHack. So again, kind of half predicted right, and we'll see, again, we don't know the score of this Complexity Mystic.
Well, I can tell you right now that I'm excited about tomorrow.
Very excited.
It promises to be an absolute phenomenal day. The EMS One Katowice final has really shown that in day one, this is where it's at. We've had some upsets. We've had some close games. We've had some games that were just more of let's say, the predictable. And tomorrow, we'll be back for a lot more.
And best of threes, all on the big stage. So every match shown.
We're taking it up one level tomorrow.
So even if you're of the school that best of one doesn't really determine the best team of the two matchups, tomorrow will. You will be on the big stage, hanging out with the players, hanging out with the crowd.
Yeah.
I'll be holding this desk down.
Yeah.
Really excited.
And we
can't wait.
Of course, that you guys will join us tomorrow, 1 p.m. CET. Tune in, because it's going to be phenomenal, when we bring you day 2 of the EMS One Katowice final. Thank you very much for watching. Scott, thank you for joining me. Of course, Lauren, Stu, Jason, and Steele, thank you so much. And everybody behind the scenes, we'll see you tomorrow.